Hello YouTube, this is Donny. I am also known as Asian Station, so I'm actually the owner of this channel. Fresh channel, so hello everyone. This is a top 4 deck profile from the final member of the team, myself. I played Floowandereeze for the event, and I have played this deck in 3 other events. For this one I went X2, making to a top 4 finish. I've also played in 2 other back to duel events. One of them was X1, died in top 8, and the other one was also X1, also died in top 8. So I'm cursed at top 8 apparently, for my personal records. But without further ado, we'll get into the deck profile. So main monster line, very standard. It's 3 Robin, 3 Eagle, 1 Strix, 1 Toucan. I know people are on 2 Strix right now. For some reason, this deck likes me, and I can see them find a ratio of 8. With the Advent of Adventure, the new quick play spell, it works out in my favor. I still managed to at least be able to see cards and start playing the game. I have bricked a total of 2 times in the roughly 16 matches I've played, where I just could not do anything on my opening turn. So I'd say that's a pretty good odds. Boss monsters, we've got 2 Empen. 1 Avion, 1 Ryza, and then our tiny boss is Barrier Statue of Stormwinds. Barrier Statue just makes it awkward for them, forces the normal summon to try to beat over it, but if I have map on the field, I can play too. And if I have winds, it's even worse for you because I out your normal summon, and you're probably too far behind from there. Hand trap line, I'll be honest, they don't see me often, so 3 Ash and 3 D-Shifter. I've seen D-Shifter like 4 times, like ever, and that's really it. For some reason this card hates me. Deck feels perfectly fine without it, but if you can start with the D-Shifter, so many decks get turned off, and it's been fantastic if you can see it, but card hates me. I'm not sure why. Spell line though, 3 Chalice. The reason why 3 Chalice instead of like Book of Moon or Enemy Controller like some other decks are, my logic is if I get to play my deck, you will probably lose. So as long as I can out the 1-2 negates that you probably have up, then I can keep playing. The biggest issue for me is like if you have like multiple Fog Blades, multiple Impermanences, multiple Veilers. Impermanent Veiler aren't too popular right now until Gabriel Nets' base deck showed up. But I can play around it for the most part because of Advent of Adventure. Ash doesn't happen too often now because of the fact that we can chain block, but this is just to board break on my own turn. Nothing proactive there. 3 map, 3 Advent of Adventure. This card honestly took the deck and blew it over the water and made it totally viable. This is now my substitute. It's the reason why I'm not playing Book. It's the reason I'm not playing really Enemy Controller. I might play Enemy Controller in the future. More testing required. 3 Duality, and 2 Prosperity. I don't have a 3rd Prosperity, weird, but the substitute for 3rd Prosperity for me has been the 1 Gold Sark. Honestly, it's operated fine. Sometimes I feel like Prosperity is perfectly fine at 2 and that I don't need the 3rd, especially because it conflicts with, there's only 1 card that it really conflicts with, but it's Winds to draw cards. If you open like 2 birds to start with and you have a 3rd bird in hand to start, Winds can just mulligan 2 of them and let you stick on 1, and you have a better chance of drawing like the Chalice, the Imperms, hand traps. Not that the hand traps ever see me anyways, but the other one was our Terraforming Callby. Callby's been alright. It's hit Lancia, it's hit Ash. It's hit Ogre actually a couple times too, which was nice because I got to keep my map. And then trap line is 2 Imperms. This is to go with the 2 Chalices to give me a ratio of 5. Odds are I'll be able to see one of them, and honestly I won't really Imperm you unless I catch on to the fact that your like combo line is super crippled if I just Imperm you here. But more often than not I wait for the end board to Imperm Chalice and start trying to make my plays, and then last trap is Dreaming Town. I probably should be using the Book of Eclipse effect more often, but honestly, the fact more often than not I Can get to like wins plus map, and wins is insane. Tributing over your opponent's cards and stopping their plays proactively is often enough. People scoop really quick in game 1, and then game 2 and 3 get grindy. Extra deck, nothing to write home about, honestly. You'll see why the extra deck is the way it is. It'll be really obvious soon, but this is the Dogmatica Punish combo with Intis Nova into Makaba. And then pretty much the rest of here is spoiler alert, Cherry's targets. So a Yugioh, a Doodle Doodle, a Halka Firebrex, one Shirei, one Bardiche, one Beatrice. Honestly, this might get changed for something else. Maybe Kagari, maybe Sunlight Wolf. For some reason, Salad absolutely dug it on me during the event. I got completely bodied by them, so that might be something for me to look into. A DP. This is especially cheeky when they go Vertace and Fusion Destiny and you just chain Cherries and call the DPE, and then they can't even resolve and they pay 2k for nothing. And then the cards that I go into but could be Cherries. One Nightmare Phoenix, one Unicorn, one Access Code. This line happens when you have 2 extra birds next to your Empen, and your opponent couldn't really play for some reason because, I don't know, maybe Empen's insane. This will help you climb into the access code, and 53 plus 27 is enough to kill. And then the last 2 cards is a Zeus line. Going forward, the Beatrice might turn into a downer so I can get a format Zeus. But that line is so rare that doesn't really ever really happen. Cherry just kind of does the job for me. Side deck though, 3 Debier, thanks to the Adventure Synchro list, or the Kitchen Sync, as MBT would call it, or Sword Soul. It's pretty much calling Synchro 9 times out of 10. Most of the other decks right now, they can play past whatever else you call. This might get changed out in the future. 3 Evenly, this is going to be changed out in the future. This will probably be switched into Lightning Storms. Too many Lancias are running around the format right now, and people are starting to main it too, to where it will be really disheartening if your only board breaking card is Evenly and they have a Lancia for it, because you essentially fell so far behind. 3 Cherries. This card's really good. Holy crap. A lot of people were not expecting it, and we're getting rolled because I would hit the DPE on the Verte, I would hit Bardiche, I could hit the Doodle Doodle. I did hit a Sword Soul player for Yugioh, and then I had another really funny interaction. I fought one Invoke deck, Invoke Shadal, and they did normal Alistair into Artemis, go Shadal Fusion into Construct, and they left the Construct up on the top and activated Invocation to fuse, because they had the Artemis and the Alistair engrave, and I chained Cherries, called out the Makaba. Looked at his extra deck. The guy was in the middle saying, oh man, I don't think I have a target, but he's playing Argoides, so it forced him to banish his Construct and his Alistair, and I fought an Argoides. And if you know what Argoides does, it pops special summon monsters. So anyways, I just started normaling. So 3 Cosmics. This will probably be changed into Twin Twisters in the near future. Again, Lancia is running around way too much right now. And there's more value in me to hit Fog Blades or hit any like potential back row, especially like Standby, hitting the Prank Kids fusions. God, I hate kids. And then the last card, God card for me, is 3 Heartbeats Featherstorm. The logic for me is, I brought this in going first and going second. The logic is that if it's against a deck that I don't think will like instantly kill me, I bring this in to try to like buy me another turn. Or if I go first, I'll definitely bring 3 in. And the logic for that is, if you Lancia, Droll, Ash me, and I got OTK'd on my turn by an Ash or something, I'll just set this and turn around and do the same thing back to you. And then if everything goes well, when my turn comes around, you're probably dead because you didn't get to set up. And you lost all your hand traps using it on me on turn 1. So that's the logic for it. But that's pretty much the deck list. Clean 40, 15, and 15. Shout outs for me. Shout out to Jad Andery for being our legend killer in the middle seat. Shout out to Jadasing. That dude played out of his mind. Into plays for a Brave World deck that I didn't even know you could do. And I even knew his list. Shout out to Team Oblivion for always giving me the support. And tomorrow I will be going, or rather, technically today because it's midnight as I record this. I'll be going to another case tournament today over in Lakeland. Hopefully I'll be able to work some magic. I'm probably going to play a different list than what you see here. In case anyone is spying on me and magically getting the intel. I'll probably be playing a different list. Or a different deck altogether, you never know. And who knows, if I do well, I'll do a deck profile for myself and maybe do a deck profile for Lunar. We'll see how it goes. But everyone, thank you for tuning in and checking out my lists. And if you haven't seen our teammates list, by all means, please do. And that is it. Agent Station signing out.